rapping that bitch like I'm pyro. Shawty, she on like tattoo. Fucking that bitch cause I had to.
Did not attempt to make contact with me, the individual. The following video contains scenes that might be upsetting.
Creepy accounts pretending to be kids. I came across a reel randomly, and it's led me down this weird rabbit hole of people using AI or dressing up pretending to go to school. They all seem to have high heels, check images in them. Is this an age play thing or something more sinister?
Wait.
Literally anything helps as I keep trying to look for answers. This post was made to the subreddit r/Instagram by the user numerouscut792 on April 15th, 2024. It featured screenshots of 3 bizarre-looking Instagram pages they had encountered earlier that day, with OP expressing concern that something truly disturbing was happening with these users. And those in the thread agreed. What the actual fuck? Found all of them and blocked them all. TruthSticks11 is seriously creepy to me. I've been trying to find more about them but can hardly find anything. Very weird account to say the least. The 3 accounts apparently belong to 3 different children. However, when combing through their posts, the content seems to imply something much more bizarre was afoot. Something truly disturbing.
Hey.
This post would be the start of a story that would eventually be picked up and shared all across the online world, becoming one of the more notorious internet mysteries in recent memory, as these accounts revealed an unending rabbit hole that is still being traversed to this very day, in an ongoing investigation into one of the most depraved oddities ever found on Instagram. This is the emerging story of Smartschoolboy9.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Y'all niggas must have lost your fucking mind. Y'all niggas must have lost your fucking mind. Hell no. Fuck no, nigga. Nigga said that's my boyfriend. Man, if you don't... Bro, what is wrong with y'all, man? What are y'all doing? Smartschoolboy9 can get this Smart School Boy... You don't even have good grades, man. You're a New York thug, bro. This is fucked up. Like, you don't even have to edit it like this, bro. This is just weird.
I hope you like these fun.
Hey, log in, bro.
School is good. Really good.
You're one beautiful boy, an account looked after by me, a degree-educated mother choosing to stay anonymous. This was the bio of the first account pictured in the Reddit.
Beautiful boy, an account looked after by me, a degree-educated mother choosing to stay anonymous. Good original written work, advice and compassion.
Post. An account named TruthSticks11, which was said to be operated by a 12-year-old boy and his mother. Back in October of 2021, the duo would make their very first post, kicking things off on a somewhat concerning note, though not for their own page, but instead another account on the platform.
Abdullah Shakir.
So, that's the account run by a man pretending to be a boy.
The video was created and posted by the
You've seen this video 3 times, gang? Oh, hell no.
Mother, for the sole purpose of warning others of a specific user who had been posing as a child online when in actuality he was a grown man who did this in order to get close to and exploit other children across the platform. It's the grim reality of this online world, as predators will do just about anything to get closer to children, and it's a reality often unrealized or even ignored by parents, which makes it almost refreshing that this mother was out here trying to raise awareness. These posts would become the crux of the account early on. They would call out this user and their many accounts.
Well, why everyone's... Wait, what is the... Wait, so the same... Wait, so this... Nigga, don't do that shit again, bro. Don't do that shit again. Don't say... Bro, I'm literally looking at the screen right now. What are you talking about? Wait. So you're telling me that the same nigga is trying to act as a little boy on IG, correct? Or false? Or incorrect? Pretending to be young child.
Again and again, eventually going more in depth about what this person would actually do.
Chat, you didn't answer my question. You know, my man's going to all around year, no school, no summer. That's crazy. Is this... No, wait. Is the same nigga making new accounts, or is there multiple niggas trying to act like little boys? Is that what it is, or no? Yes, okay.
Claiming that they had a strange perversion to dressing up as a young schoolboy.
Okay.
Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. This theme of calling out online predators would remain consistent throughout the years on TruthSticks11. However, after some time, the mother behind the account began to use the page for its initially intended purpose, to share photos of her son.
This in Europe, did he ever touch you? What? Is this a UK thing? Everything happens in the UK, bro. Y'all got some weird ass things in the UK, bro.
The photos began reasonably normal, and would show this young boy studying at school, accepting awards from their principal, and even school presentations in which their son had attended, with the captions often boasting about how intelligent the young boy was. Though over time, the photos began to grow stranger. They looked off, almost as if they were AI generated.
Hey. What the fuck? Nigga. What the fuck am I looking at? That's just photoshopped. My type of photo. Then you ugly as hell, bitch.
And on top of this, they began to appear heavily edited in an almost inexplicable manner.
Is that you but white? Tacron. Lock in.
With deep red lipstick often being added, which was enunciated by his face being turned pure white. This unsettling
Hey, I'm gonna...
trend would continue from here, as with each passing post, the photos grew less authentic and more surreal.
How you doing? Hey, I'm good, bro. I had a good stream.
Until they became straight up disturbed, even sickening. These bizarre edits spilled over past just the images too, as the posts began to appear as disjointed collages, often showcasing multiple grotesque images and paragraphs about how much this user loved school.
But what the fuck is this? I don't even get what they're doing. What? And wait, is this French? Wait, what? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? That thing looks like the Draco kid from Harry Potter. Nah, but no, why are they, bro? What? They're making like blog type posts. Like what? Like what am I watching?
And this wasn't the only shift either. At some point, the son behind the account began posting content that allegedly came directly from him, saying things like, "My really cool mom asked me if I'd like to post, and I said, yes please." He even shared supposed videos that...
Why do you edit your videos like this? Like, are you trying to scare your viewers away, my nigga?
he had
Lock
filmed of
in,
himself,
bro.
which
Lock
were
the fuck
equally
in.
as unconvincing as his photos, and somehow even more chilling. The boy even shows off his singing in one of the clips. Though their voice sounds off. The account was overall anomalous and extremely off-putting. And though this content was visually alarming, another aspect made it even more so concerning, as over time, many of the images began to resemble CP, showcasing these fake AI children in explicit positions, with their faces sometimes even being photoshopped bodies. One thing is blatantly obvious about the TruthSticks account: the supposed child behind it is not real. Even in the more passable photos at the very beginning, there's evidence to suggest that these were likely AI as well. And based on the disturbed, borderline illegal content that this page featured, it seemed more than likely that whoever was behind this page was not an innocent mother concerned for the welfare of other children, but instead, a predatory individual themselves. And this wasn't their only account. The second page featured...
Wait, so I don't get it. What's the goal with this? Is this the OG fake AI? I don't know. Bro, I don't get it. Like, what is going on? Like, I don't get it. Like, what is that? What, so that was not a real nigga and his mom doing that account? That was a fake nigga trying to lure kids? Like, I don't get it. Please, someone help me, bro. Someone help me. Like, what? What is going on, gang? Help me out. That ass. Like, I don't get it, bro. Apparently, there is this girl on TikTok where she says someone was following her and was outside her house in a vid.
On the Reddit post belonged to a user named GirlChloe12 and bore striking similarities to TruthSticks. The page was also supposedly run by a child and monitored by their parent. Bizarrely, they also posted frequently about the dangers of online predators, with the wording of these posts and the editing being essentially the exact same as TruthSticks, just not as over the top. These two accounts even frequently interacted
This shit ain't scary. No, it's not scary. It's just weird, bro.
with each other, thus providing a substantial link on its own. But by far the most compelling link between these pages is one that is easy to miss at a glance, with that being a blatant obsession with high-heeled mini boots. These shoes were mentioned or shown in virtually every single post made by these two users. At playtime, I'm sometimes running around with my really cool heeled footwear I wear with my uniform. After coming home from school, education isn't over for the day once the blue blazer, gray jersey, neat tie, white shirt, tailored close-fit gray trousers, and black heeled mini boots are in the wardrobe. No matter what they discussed, school uniforms and mini boots were always a talking point,
So
which
what,
adds
this nigga's gay
confirmation
now?
to something that is already becoming apparent. This is fetish content, not too unlike the bizarre accounts in the Pipergate rabbit hole. Fetish content centered around children. And what makes the Chloe account so disturbing is that AI was seemingly not used, and rather the images seem to be of actual children. Despite this disturbing distinction, these two accounts are cut from the same cloth, and all signs point to them being created by the same person. A person who, despite their constant warnings of the dangers of adults pretending to be children online, seems to be doing the exact same thing, as part of some sort of fetish, the extent of which we'll discuss later. But for now, one thing was for certain. These pages were not run by children, or their parents. So, who created them? Well, that brings us to our third and final account shown in that initial post. Smartschoolboy9 was much the same as the other two accounts. They warned of online predators, obsessed over high-heeled mini boots and school uniforms, and posed as a child despite clearly not being one. But Smartschoolboy was different in one key aspect. The person behind the account was pretending to be a child, but they were doing so in a much more apparent manner, as they didn't use AI or stolen images of other kids to form their identity, and instead, they used photos of themselves.
No. Fuck no. Oh my god. 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 Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I will beat the shit out of him on my dead cousin. No, black chat. So why would he cosplay as a little kid though? And he's doing what? You can literally see he's black. He's a black trying to act white. This is sad, bro. What the hell is this? Who is this? So this is the same shit? Oh nah. I'm caught bot. What the hell are you saying? Oh nah. Bro, what is this? Why do they get viewed? What the hell? Look at the 64K vid. 64K. Is that his real face? Is that how he looks like?
Mommy, a girl behind you.
By the way, to the fella that made this account, this is and will be on your digital footprint, so have fun working at Tesco. His real name is David Alter, but he uses other names like David Stansfield and David London. He's 59. He has no past criminal records currently at... Bro, nigga fucking posted his fucking coordinates. Do you do OF?
In the images posted on the account, we see what appears to be a fully grown man, dressed in a schoolboy's uniform. His face is painted pure white and has bright red lipstick, and he's, of course, wearing high-heeled mini boots. Characteristics that were all utilized across the other accounts, only this time it was done on himself, as he poses as a child, as well as pretending to go through other life events common for
Is that MJ?
preteens. And the photos aren't even the most disturbing part,
I'm saying, it is
as the
scary.
account consists primarily of
Okay, see, they have no reason to do this shit. Like, what the fuck is this? Alright. Hey.
School. Hey, let me know if you like school as well.
The
Is he
videos
down?
are all
Is he
incredibly
down? Like, is he
off-putting.
down?
Some show him arriving home from school.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. School.
Others show him claiming to be on the bus heading towards school.
Yeah. Okay.
Why you got demons, family? What do you mean demons? What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm on the school bus.
And other videos showing him doing whatever this is. With these strange sounds and the process of sticking his tongue out appearing to be part of his fetish. As much like the other accounts, his content is overtly sexual, in its own bizarre way. In fact, there's a video of him with his full outfit on, where he shows himself staring into a mirror as he appears to pleasure himself, right out of view of the camera, as he stares into his own eyes. This account is by far the most sickening part of this whole rabbit hole, and also the most important. Interspersed throughout his page are a few examples of what this individual's voice sounds like.
This is quite good.
Which just so happens to be the same voice heard in the very first clip shown on the Truth Sticks account.
A man pretending to be a boy.
Meaning that this full-grown adult man is the one behind this entire rabbit hole. He's the one on these
Okay, so he's the one that make it. Yeah, it was the same guy. You did say that.
accounts pretending to be a child and their mother, getting some sort of sick satisfaction from whatever this is. And the worst part is, these activities aren't just kept behind closed doors. As we can see on numerous occasions, videos of him walking around outside in a public space, with his full outfit and face paint on.
Look at me.
So you're telling me that niggas has seen him before? Outside? In public? There's a video of him chasing someone? Tell me that.
It's truly one of the strangest things that I've ever seen, and making sense of what this all is extremely difficult. But based on the information found from this first Reddit post, a few likely conclusions can be put forward. This man is clearly attracted to the idea of being a kid, and I think OP was correct when they speculated that this was some sort of age.
You did not go to the UK.
But it's also clearly much more than that too, as based on the images that he's created himself, he clearly has some sort of attraction to other children as well, as he's quite literally created faux CP, the likes of which is so disturbing that I can't even really describe it here either. He's creating fetish content, and he's using the likeness of children, and also some children that are clearly very real people, to do so. That much is obvious. But there was also the possibility that—
Wow, so his fetish is kids in school uniforms, my nigga? Bro.
that he was pretending to be a kid in order to exploit other children across the internet. At this point though, this was merely speculation, with much of the Smartschoolboy9 case remaining a mystery, and the rabbit hole was only getting deeper from here. Months after this rabbit hole was introduced to the online world, the story began to be shared all across the internet, most notably on the r/Internet Mysteries subreddit, where the case really took off. There, internet sleuths began uncovering just how vast this web of accounts actually was, as it wasn't just these 3 pages. No, there seemed to be over a dozen, and likely even more that we still haven't found.
I don't know,
as
bro.
he's
I
created his own
don't
sort
know.
of
Like, they have no reason to do
his
that.
own little world.
They have no reason to make
where
videos like that,
across
bro.
each page he pretends to be a child.
But it's, I
with
think
these
it's just more
accounts typically
entertaining, bro.
following each other and frequently interacting, seemingly to make these characters appear as though they have real friends. On one of these pages, 12 Stockwell Joanne, he poses as a 14-year-old girl, using more AI images to depict explicit positions of this manufactured child, which I obviously am not going to show here. Though much like his Chloe account, he also shows images of very real young girls. But this isn't the most concerning part of this account, as on numerous occasions, he's shown images of children at a playground, which he may have taken himself. This fantasy of being a schoolgirl and taking part in these school-centric activities is something carried over throughout multiple of his accounts, with his most common alias being Stephanie, of which he has numerous different accounts featuring that same name.
Yeah, I'm Stephanie.
This Stephanie character claims to be a 12-year-old aspiring poet, with accounts all across the internet, many of which showcasing examples of her poetry, which carries on those same distinct sexual undertones. I race to complete my poems when I've got an early start, heart racing, mixed rhythms, maximizing miracles, rice with rap, and on the map, my Kennington, London syllables, dancing though I know my underwear might show if I lean forward. Good. Stephanie Stansfield, 12. But digging even deeper, her poetry has even seemingly been featured in various articles and even newspapers, showcasing that this rabbit hole extends far past just the online world. This act is clearly their obsession, and he's been doing this for years, with the earliest examples that I could find coming from all the way back
This
in
sounds like what I really
2018.
not jerk.
And this Stephanie
Bro,
character seems to be his go-to
I'm too
alias,
tired for this
embodying
game.
it in even the literal sense.
The fuck you watching? Smartschoolboy.
As in one of his many
Oh my
pages
god, he's
dedicated
gay.
to this Stephanie character, he dresses as her, wearing a wig and a dress, as he pretends to be a 12-year-old girl. Almost immediately after this case began gaining traction, the true magnitude of this rabbit hole was revealed. Across every single account are countless depraved posts and oddities that all could warrant discussion, but by far the most important discoveries were those that didn't actually occur on his own page, and rather the pages of
What are you watching, bruh? Smartschoolboy. Can we just get to the part where he gets locked up and move it on? Nigga, just say the word, bro. I can go off this fucking video right now, bro. Alright, bro. Like, we don't have to do this, man. Like, we don't. Like, bro, what? You scared? Alright. Like, what? Like, I'm a grown-ass man. Nigga said, am I scared? Like, bro, what?
other actual children. Do you like school? I do. It is good. You have some cool shirts, but I have to wear school uniforms to school. It is
Nigga
nice,
say, yeah,
but
facts.
casual isn't allowed, and it's quite hot here in the UK, as the month of June suddenly got warmer. These are two examples out of many that show Smartschoolboy9 reaching out and attempting to befriend young children online. In one comment, he even warns a child about other comments from bad people, stating that, "It happens to most boys in our age group, but stay safe, stay
kinda lonely.
cool, don't be dismayed by creeps." This is our best evidence that these accounts weren't just made for age play. No, he's actually posing as a child in order to make friends with other children.
Oh, in the UK?
And given his overtly sexual interests and
Nigga,
aversion to
I'm telling
CP,
you, everyone
it's
that is
not
in the
hard to
UK, bro,
gather
y'all
why
niggas
he was
cooked, bro.
doing this.
Y'all niggas got fucking
And these examples
weirdos
are
in your
only what we
heads.
found so far. It's possible that there are dozens
even-
or
nah,
who knows,
see?
maybe even hundreds of
like,
other
this would not
comments
happen
out
in
there
America, bro.
hidden
This
on
would not
unknown
happen in
children's
America.
accounts. This is predatory behavior. The man behind Schoolboy9 is a predator. And in case there was still any doubt of whether or not this was a sexual thing, here's what he had to say about being a 13-year-old girl. But have his tactics actually worked?
The fuck?
Well, the frightening thing is, no one knows if he's actually been successful or not, or even what specifically he's looking for. We just know that he's trying to
think
reach
he-
kids, as evidenced not
No.
only by his comments,
He
but by the
could,
fact
though.
that he's solely following children on
He
all
looks
of these
like one of-
pages. And though it's easy to look at these
I'm
accounts
literally
and know
playing.
that something is off,
I'm
for
trolling.
children, it's not that simple, especially when there's pages showcasing photos of actual
TJ could
kids.
honestly beat his ass,
Which
bro.
brings up another frightening
don't look
detail.
well
Many of the
coordinated.
images he's used of children have not been traced back to their original creator, and some seem to appear for the very first time online publicly on this man's pages, which might mean that he was sent them
TJ could
privately.
change.
There's even one image that David posted on his schoolboy account, which shows another kid that he claimed to be on a playdate with, though it's impossible to say if this is real or not. For now, we just don't know for sure. Though given the fact that he's reaching out to children, posting fetish content centered around children, and has even potentially photographed kids in the wild, one thing is for certain: Smartschoolboy9 needs to be stopped. Finding this man and reporting him to law enforcement quickly became the top priority for those investigating the case. And luckily, he left several glaring clues behind that made this process a whole lot easier. On numerous
Dumbass
occasions
nigga.
across his many pages, he would post images and videos of
Yes.
specific locations,
I told you that
even
when you
showing
fucking
streets
joined.
and mentioning very particular areas in his poems, all of which centered around the London area, immediately giving us an idea of where he was located. And that wasn't all. I mentioned how the alias of Stephanie was one that he used more so than any other, but what's interesting is that there was another name used just as often across his
He'll get you.
accounts, brought up time
Yeah,
and time
sure.
again, though it's a name that he never seemed to call any of his characters. Instead, he simply referred to this person as a stepbrother, or a father, or even a friend from school, despite never actually picturing him, just mentioning his name. David.
Is the video too
And
loud?
sure enough,
I mean,
after
too
connecting
low.
a few dots, it would be revealed that this person's actual name was in fact David. David Alter, with the man being 59 years old. At the moment, it doesn't appear that David has any past criminal convictions or documented history of this behavior, but we do know that thanks to the investigation done on Reddit and Discord, he is currently being investigated by local authorities, which will hopefully put an end to his online behavior and shine some more light on who this person actually is. As for the time being, the only other information
Like, imagine niggas he knew, like, imagine niggas he known in his life and his parents seeing this, like, his siblings, bro. His family, someone in his family, bro. Imagine they see all this. Like, that's the first thing I think about when these predator shit like come out. Like, bro, how do they react, bro? Like, that has to be so heartbreaking, bro. Like, imagine like your son is a weird nigga and he wants to deal with kids. Like, that's crazy, bro.
I think I hear a running tram going back in time, not out of time. I think I like a little lemon and lime. Say Mary Ann, hey Steely Dan. I like the sound of that running tram.
and his name also appears in a random newspaper, where he's discussing the importance of kids wearing school uniforms. And that's really all we have at the moment. Though there is one very important aspect that we have yet to talk
Niggas are, okay, I'm gonna talk about this later.
about in relation to this man, with that being David's mental state. Some believe that David is a mentally unwell individual who potentially doesn't know the extent of what they are doing. Now, even if this is the case, his behavior still needs to be stopped, and he needs to be given proper help to assure that no one else gets hurt by his actions. But it is important to note that David is far more intelligent than he lets on, as his personal accounts show us that he is fairly well-spoken and articulate. And throughout his problematic content, most of his bad grammar and strange verbiage seems to be his attempts at more authentically trying to replicate a child. But it's impossible to know for sure.
Hey, Fable,
But what
hey,
we do know is that David is
Have a good one,
extremely
bro.
manipulative, with his response to this situation and other clues littered across his accounts, showing us that he seems to know what he's doing, and he knows that it's wrong.
response. You
Since the
responded?
exposure of David's accounts, he hasn't silently slithered away like most other predators would. Instead, he's actually responded on more than a few occasions, lashing out to those who have responded on
What was it? You're a grown man, maybe looking for sex. You're literally so brain dead.
more than a few occasions, lashing out to those who have
You're gonna amateur ass crap that you invented to intimidate. Ain't going to manipulate me. You're crazy old duffer. Get a job. You're gonna get caught. Quit texting me. I'm underage. You're wanking as you text. I'm literally evidence you're a pedo. What is bro yapping about?
have DM'd him, calling them the perverts and predators. He even left a comment on his Joanne account seemingly directed at himself, writing, "You are really sad. And if that's your name, David, be honest with yourself. You're 50, as you said elsewhere. You reply to me, a girl, as if I'm your buddy? No chance ever." This is something David does all the time.
Wait, what? Why? So he knows what he's doing is weird, and then he calls himself out on it. But then he, bro, what? Like what?
It's projection, and it started all the way back at the beginning of this rabbit hole.
So, that's the account run by
Snoop Dogg. He be in everybody's fucking bro. That nigga Snoop Dogg, bro.
a man pretending to be a boy.
And he continued posting these predator exposés, along with other warnings about predators on the internet across every page he made, each of which being hyper-specific to his own predatory ways and fetishes. The things he accuses others of are blatant projections of his own dark vices. And I can think of two reasons why. Number one, that this makes his account look safer to other parents and children. It gives the appearance that he's not another internet creep because he's actively calling them out. It's a way to build trust in order to befriend and exploit kids. And number two, he knows what he's doing is wrong. And this is his bizarre way of self-reporting, probably to make himself feel better about what he's doing. And it's obvious based on just how accurate
Yeah, I
these
know, he's
claims
being
against
stupid.
others are to him. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. And these claims are made over and over again, as each time he calls someone out, he's further exposing himself, which becomes more concerning when you realize that these projections seemingly aren't strictly pedophilic. Within those eerily familiar expose posts he made on TruthSticks11, he mentions how this user not only wanted to exploit children online, but they wanted to kill them as well. As he mentions that this user has a clear interest in cannibalizing kids, and even performing ritualistic sacrifices on them. And based on how accurate all of the other exposures are to himself, I have no reason to believe that this isn't part of his MO as well, as crazy as that may sound. This also seems to coincide with some of the content he's posted that I can't show you, as some of these photos show children edited in contorted positions, including some where he's added what appears to be rope to give the illusion that they're tied up. And what makes this even more disturbing is that on his accounts he's posted numerous photos in the vicinity of schools, on nearby secluded trails, and even some where he discusses what time school starts and ends, saying that he likes to be awake and ready for it. There's even photos that show other children outside from a distance, almost as if David was stalking them. This is highly concerning. Even if we don't know truly how low this man's perversions get, he is still far too close to children, which is perfectly encapsulated by this photo of him on a school playground during the day. And with his disturbing desires, I don't even want to imagine what he's capable of. Which brings us to the final piece of content that I need to talk about.
Finally.
Chasing another boy running in heeled mini boots.
Really, nigga?
This was the text shown on screen during a short video posted onto one of David's many accounts. And in the video, we see the man pointing the camera at himself, showing his full face of white makeup and red lipstick. This video is edited more egregiously than any others I've seen across his page, with multiple explicit images and huge emojis covering the majority of the screen. Though just barely enough of the footage can be seen that shows David as he turns the camera around, revealing a young boy. Who he then proceeds to chase after, giggling all the while. Whether this was an edited video or a real occurrence, we don't currently know. David's doings are a mystery that will take some time to unravel, and my hope is that law enforcement will be able to follow through and help shed some more light on this individual, and finally put an end to his twisted behavior. But at this point, only one thing is for sure. The story of Smartschoolboy9 is far from over.